Look, I locked myself in a room and I told myself I wouldn't come out until I figured out how to make $10,000 consistently every single month. That was it. I wasn't going to party, go out, or even allow distractions to prevent me from reaching my goal. So from there on, it was just me, my laptop, and the belief that if I focused hard enough for long enough on the right thing, something big would happen. I honestly got tired of daydreaming. I got tired of planning. I got tired of watching other people live the life I wanted to live while I kept making excuses. So I made a deal with myself. I said, we're not going to leave this room until we hit $10,000 per month. And that was the only thing that mattered. I didn't care how long it took. I just knew I had to get it done. Now, if it's the first time you and I meet, and if you're wondering why you should listen to me, my name is Fred, and so far, I've made thousands of dollars per day online, working in just my bathrobe. So I do know a thing or two about making money online. Now listen, there's a reason why most people will never get to $10,000 a month. They fantasize about it, they talk about it, they really want it, but they don't make it happen. Not because they're not smart, not because they're not talented, but because they can't sit still. They bounce around too much. They chase too many ideas. It's like trying to fill a glass with water, but you keep dumping it out and grabbing a new glass every 5 minutes. You never get to drink anything. You stay thirsty permanently. That's what I see all the time with people who want to start a business. They try dropshipping for a week. Then they jump to crypto. Then it's Amazon. Then it's print on demand. Then it's TikTok. But they never stay with anything long enough to actually win. And that's the biggest mistake beginners make. They keep switching from one thing to the next. They keep quitting. And they keep expecting fast results like it's a video game. Let me say this as simply as I can. You will never win if you don't stick to one thing. It doesn't matter how cool the idea is or how much money other people are making from it. If you don't stay long enough to learn, test, fail, adjust, and grow, you're just spinning in circles. So the very first thing I did, the thing that changed everything for me, was picking one business model. Just one. I stopped messing around with all the trends. I stopped following what everyone else was doing. I looked at everything I had tried. Dropshipping, trading, print on demand, team pages on Instagram, and I asked myself, which of these actually makes sense for me? I had done dropshipping before. It was fun for like a week, but the shipping times were trash. The profit margins were tiny. And you constantly had to deal with customer complaints. It felt like a full-time job with very little reward. I messed with trading too. Sometimes I made money, but most of the time, it just stressed me out. It felt more like gambling than building something real. I tried Instagram team pages. They looked cool, but I had no clue how to actually turn likes and followers into cash. And then there was print on demand. I designed shirts and hoodies and stuff, but the money was slow, and I had to sell a ton of products just to make a little profit. Honestly, it was exhausting. I realized that none of these things were going to get me to $10,000 per month unless I wanted to burn out or wait decades to someday maybe get lucky. I needed something better. That's when I found what I call the PTP method. That stands for passion to profit. The concept is super simple. So simple, in fact, some people don't even believe it works. But hey, let them miss out on it while you get the biggest piece of the cake. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Instead of selling random stuff online or chasing trends like everybody else is doing, I started helping real people solve real problems using the knowledge I already had or was willing to learn. That's it. I took something I was willing to learn how to do, turned it into a service or product, and offered it to the people who needed my help. I didn't have to guess, nor did I have to worry about shipping or inventory either. It was just one person helping another person and getting paid really well for it. What's amazing with the PTP method is how clean and simple it is. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need to order products from China. You don't need to become an influencer. You just find something you're good at, even if you don't think that it's special, and you package it up into a valuable offer. For me, It was helping business owners to build up their own offers, create systems, and start closing more customers. That's what I was learning, and once I figured out how to do it myself, I started helping others. At first, when I was working with businesses, I charged a few $100. I was really undercharging, but then I started charging thousands. Then I raised my prices again, because the results were that good. My clients weren't paying for my time. They didn't care about that. They were paying for the value. And when people get real results, they're happy to pay even more because it's worth every penny. Most people love to complicate things to make themselves sound smart, but the truth is that you only need 3 things to make money online. First, you need a clear offer. That just means something people understand and something that solves a painful problem. Second, you need a way to talk to people. That means messaging people, talking to people in your niche, or making content that gets in front of them. And third, you need to actually deliver what you promised. That's it. If you can do these 3 things, you can make money online. You don't need a big audience. You don't need ads when you're just getting started. You don't need fancy softwares. All you need is a way to come up with a clear offer, a way to connect, and a way to deliver. But here's the truth nobody tells you. You're going to have to become obsessed. Not in a weird way, but in a focused, locked-in, mission-driven way. For the next 6 to 12 months, this needs to be the number 1 thing in your life. No skipping days. No, I'll try again next week. No waiting for motivation. You need to wake the hell up and treat your business like it's more than a job. Like it's your future, like your life depends on it. Like it's the only thing that matters. Because in the beginning, that is what it is. Most people want balance. They want this dream of passive income. They want to work on their business a few hours here and there, then relax and chill. That's not how it works, at least not in the beginning. Work-life balance is a reward, it's not a starting point. Let me be real. Business is not that hard when you follow a proven step-by-step process, but it's very easy to get distracted. And distractions are the number 1 killer of progress. Think about Netflix, video games, endless scrolling, hanging out with people you don't really like just to waste time. These things will eat your dreams alive if you let them. I had to train myself to delay gratification. That means I had to say no to the easy stuff. I had to say no to comfort and say yes to the grind. Every time I felt like relaxing, I reminded myself that I hadn't earned it yet. That kept me going. There are 2 modes, grind mode and relax mode. You live in grind mode until you earn the right to relax. That's the deal. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. How did I go from 0 to $10,000 per month? I built a daily routine and stuck to it like my life depended on it. I woke up, worked on my offer, sent messages, talked to people, followed up, created content, and delivered results to my clients. Every single day. Even when it felt like nothing was working, even when I doubted myself, even when nobody was replying, I kept going. And eventually, I got my first client, then another, then another. It felt slow at first, but it built up fast. Once the ball started rolling and I reached financial freedom in 90 days, once I cracked this formula, and once I had momentum, I started building systems. That just means finding ways to make the process easier and faster. I created simple tools to help me talk to more people in less time. I streamlined the way I delivered my services. I automated the boring stuff. And that's what took me from just making a bit of money to building something sustainable that makes a lot of money. I wasn't just hustling anymore. I was building a machine that works in my sleep. And that's how you go past $10,000 per month. It's not by working more hours. Rich people work less than you. They just built better systems that work for them. So now, I'm not just making good money, I'm also building long-term freedom. I'm not trading time for dollars anymore. I'm building something that works even when I'm not working. And that is the ultimate goal. That's when you know you've reached freedom. So if you're listening to this and you want to get to $10,000 per month, let me give it to you straight. Pick one business model, just one. Stick with it. Stop jumping around. Stop starting over. Pick it, learn it, build it. And don't quit for 6 to 12 months. Give it everything, every single day, with no distractions, no excuses, and no shortcuts. Just real focus and real effort. Treat your business like the most important game of your life. Because if you win, everything changes. You get your time back. You get your freedom back. You stop stressing about bills. You stop working jobs you hate. You stop living small. But it all starts with a choice, a decision, a moment where you lock the door, sit down and say, I'm not coming out until I make this real. That's what I did. And if I could do it, so can you. Now, I know that a minority of people are going to take action and stop at nothing to win. If that's you, then click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I explain how I've been able to make more than $1,000 in a day in profit with my business working from home. And right now, we're also offering free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days flat. But be quick, because we have very limited spots and they fill up extremely fast. And soon, we'll probably take the video down. So click on the link in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.